Good morning.
Morning.
I get the privilege of interviewing someone different each service, a family or an individual that's been affected by disability. And the first service, we get to listen to the Blakey family. So it's Aaron, Sam, Scott, and Sherry. So I'm going to start first by asking Aaron a question. Can you hear me now? Oh, okay. All right. So I won't go over what I said because you'll be able to figure it out here. So, Aaron, first of all, how old are you? And what is something that you like to do?
I'm 20 years old, and I like to draw
Draw. Great. What do you like to draw?
Disney.
Disney. Awesome. All right. So, Aaron, tell us some things you like about being at Trinity.
Working Camp TLC, running PowerPoint for praxis,
All right. I don't know if you heard what Aaron said. He said working at Camp TLC, and what was the second thing?
running PowerPoint for praxis.
Oh, awesome. Okay. Praxis is the young adult group. Great. And what other ways have you served here at Trinity? You said Camp TLC and running Power for Praxis. What other kinds of things?
I don't know.
You don't know? Well, what have you liked about this church? Do you have friends here?
Yeah.
Yeah? Oh, that's fine. Yeah, maybe some people that you like to hang out with here. Can you tell us some names of people?
I like Mark Brown and Chris Dowdy and Bill Bourne and Sean Brennan, Hilke Holcomb, Gary Enrique.
Wow, that's a lot of friends. Good for you. All right. Okay, Sam, I'm going to do you next then. I heard you just graduated and you took an amazing
Indeed.
trip this spring.
Yeah, I had spent 3 weeks across the Atlantic, 2 weeks in Israel, and 1 week in Switzerland and France on a choir tour.
Very nice. Good. Okay, and so Sam, how has disability affected your family, or what was it like growing up with Aaron?
Well, it was interesting not having the typical sibling relationship. A lot of times I would have to be careful because this kid's got a powerful kick. And I had to be careful a lot of times if we were messing around that he wouldn't like kick me in the gut or the chest. It was ridiculous, crazy. But I mean, it's been great. I've loved it. The Lord's definitely taught me a lot of patience working with Aaron. Like if I was trying to explain something to him and he didn't quite understand, I'd be like, okay, let's try and describe this in another way. And that's really helped out because I've been working a lot with junior high students for the past year with an internship, and it's really kind of given me a lot of patience, at least with trying to talk through things with them as well.
So Scott and Sherry, you can sort of play tag team with this question. How has the body of Christ supported your family, and how has disability impacted your family?
Well, we were thinking that it's interesting that Light and Power has their 20th anniversary this year. Aaron turned 20 this year as well. So the Lord had placed us in a church, unbeknownst to us, that cared about people with disabilities. And even though King's Kids didn't exist when Aaron was little, there were still people who cared, who came alongside and helped us. And that has been true all the way through. In high school, Aaron had a wonderful small group leader who just very gently encouraged him to become a part of the group and was really significant in Aaron's life. And also the other students in that group were really supportive and encouraging. And when Aaron graduated from high school, he had an art show at Redlands High, and his small group leader and a big bunch of the guys from his small group came and supported him in that way, and it was really special.
Yeah, I mean, not much to add. I mean, the people around here, I mean, just the culture that's been created is just, they love Aaron and they love us. So, yeah, the impact on our family. A friend of ours years ago, kind of made the comment that in our house we just kind of redefined the word normal. To us, Aaron's normal. Because he's Aaron. Right, Aaron? And you heard Sam talk about learning to be patient. I mean, Aaron didn't talk till he was about 4.5 years old. So we had to figure out different ways to communicate. And even when he did start talking, it was what's called echolalia. He would just repeat things. So we had to kind of be patient and try and figure out, all right, what's the context for what he's saying? What's this mean? And I think, in the course of all that, obviously patience, along with the patience, just comes some of these qualities like, gentleness, kindness, the love that we have received from the body of Christ here and that we've been able to give through Aaron's being able to serve and our serving. In the midst of it all, there's been great joy. And as we're thinking about this last night, it dawned on me what we're describing is the fruit of the Spirit. That's what all of this has meant to our family. Paul talks about God using all things for his good purposes, and that the ultimate good purpose is to make us more like Christ. And he has used Aaron in all of our lives. And I think, really, you talk to some of these guys that he's interacted with, I think, in so many lives, to make us more Christ-like.
Great. This is a great picture of the body of Christ, and we're going to hear more about that as the morning continues. Thank you, Blakey's.